Hey everyone's JackelWolf back on the Outkast server with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. If you've been following along my Let's Play series on this server, you know that I've recently built a Tinker's Construct smeltery. Now, I did not do this as a 5-minute video because I've already built one in the Sky Factory 3 5-minute video, and there is not a whole lot of difference in the construction of it between these different mod packs. One thing that is going to differ though is how I am going to keep it full of lava. Now in Sky Factory 3 that was very straightforward. In this mod pack it is going to be a little bit more difficult, but there are a couple of things I can do to facilitate that, and but it is going to take a couple of steps to get there. So step 1 is going to be building ourselves a squeezer. Now this is a little bit of a machine that will take items and basically squeeze different items out of them. To build a squeezer, we're going to need something called a sturdy casing. Now to make this, you simply need 8 bronze ingots in a crafting table. We're going to take that sturdy casing and place it into a crafting table with 6 tin ingots and 2 pieces of glass. That is going to get us our squeezer. Now I'm going to place this down over here, and if I open it up, you can see it is going to require a little bit of RF. So to facilitate that, I'm going to go back to the Buildcraft mod pack, and we're going to build ourselves a Clockwork Engine. Now to do that, we are going to need to build ourselves a copper gear. Now to build the copper gear, we've got to initially start with a wood gear. This is very simple. It is simply 4 sticks in a crafting table. We'll take that wood gear, and now we've got to level it up to a stone gear. Now to do that, we just take the wood gear into crafting table with 4 pieces of cobblestone. And last but not least, we're going to take that stone gear and upgrade it to the copper gear simply by placing it in a crafting table with 4 copper ingots. So now that copper gear goes into a crafting table with a vanilla piston, a vanilla clock, a glass block, and 3 glass planks. That gets us our Clockwork Engine. So I'm going to come over here. Now the thing I like about the Buildcraft engines is when I place it down, it automatically aligns itself with whatever it is that's going to be powering. So right now this is hooked up to the squeezer, and all I need to do is make it go. Because this is a Clockwork Engine, it doesn't burn anything. It doesn't require a redstone input. What it does require is me to crank it manually. So all I got to do is I got to click on it with a right click, and as you can see, it is powering up with the different colors. I want to get that one up to just under red. Now, you don't want to keep pressing it. Once it goes red, it's going to sort of over tension, I guess is the concept behind it, and it could explode and cause you damage. But right now, this is feeding power into the squeezer. Now, the squeezer, it basically squeezes items. Right now, I want to make a little bit of oil, which is the next step up to what I need to build to make the lava generator. So I'm just going to take some seeds I've had in my inventory. It will produce pretty much anything. Any seed is going to turn itself into oil, but it only squeezes out 10 oil per, I guess, seed. To get up to the 1,000, I guess, millibuckets that we need for a bucket is going to, basically require 100 seeds. So keep that in mind. It does take quite a bit of time. You will have to, retension this Clockwork Engine a couple of times, but for now it is a very, very simple and basic item. Now, last but not least, we need a way to get that oil out of that squeezer. To do that, I've decided to make ourselves some cans. Now, this is very simple. It is simply 3 tin ingots in a crafting table will get us 12 cans. And now all I got to do is wait for this squeezer to squeeze out enough oil for these cans to work. But I'm going to leave this here. We're going to cut ahead, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we are back. As you can see, all those seeds have been produced into oil. It did take quite a bit of time. I had to pump this up more than once. It was probably about 10 times I had to pump this all the way up, but that is fine. This is just a temporary engine. It's a very, very simple, very, very basic, but it got the job done. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that can, we're going to place it into the squeezer, and it is going to fill that up, and we now have a seed can of oil. Now, as I said before, these cans hold the exact same amount as a bucket, but they are quite a bit cheaper to produce. So they are really efficient when it comes to producing. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.